のスケジュールを読み上げてちょうだい。おタバコは一緒に。うるせえ、黙ってろ、ババア。
Hi, I'm Reece Allingham and welcome to a discussion video. Antiporno releases today thanks to Third Window Films on Blu-ray and DVD dual format. I am very much looking forward to watching it again. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it and it hasn't left my mind since. And I thought this was a perfect time to discuss a question which I get asked frequently. I'm a big fan of cinema, Japan, and Japanese cinema. So I often get faced with the question, why are Japanese films so extreme? This could be extreme for sex, or for violence, or for weirdness, and the answer is they aren't. With these extreme Japanese films, for example, Himitsu or Antiporno, which releases today, Ichi the Killer, Audition, these are niche films in Japan. If you look at the top box office films in Japan, these are not them. A very popular theme in Japanese cinema is family, and they're often quite upbeat, happy films. Some of them will have emotional moments here and there, but overall a poignant story about family. But you have the niche filmmakers like Sion, Sono, Takashi Miike, and they are more likely to be localized. So the real question is, why does the West localize Japanese extreme films? Well, I believe that is because it's a niche interest. In the West, in countries like America and England, which is where I live, we traditionally, the masses don't watch foreign films as much as other countries watch American films. We are a culture that embraces our own culture, loves our own culture, but doesn't embrace other cultures. So Japanese cinema or Korean cinema or French cinema, anywhere that isn't America or England, is a niche. And these films will mainly be watched by people who are really into film and want to watch as much as they can, like myself. So the distributors don't aim for the masses in the same way that they would in a country that watches lots of Japanese films, for example, Japan. And extreme films are also a niche. A lot of film lovers will know that film is art. It's art is about expression, whether that's a painting, music, a film, a book. It's about expression. Whereas the mainstream, I would say that they are afraid of what they don't understand. So that those types of people, they aren't going to be watching Japanese films because they're also the mainstream who only watch American and British film. So for that reason, there's a high percentage of extreme films in the catalogue when you go to the world cinema section, because they know that the mainstream audiences won't be looking there, and it won't shock them as much as if it's a big budget Hollywood movie. one thing for Japan specifically, because I do think Japan can be slightly more extreme than other countries. I believe this is due to the fact that Japan is a very reserved country, and as I said, film and art is about expression, so you want to express yourself. So there are these filmmakers like Sion Sono who might not in everyday life get to express themselves. So when they do, they go all out, and anybody who's seen Love Exposure, Himitsu, Antiporno, Coldfish, Guilty of Romance, they will know that these films are very extreme. The director has expressed himself fully, so it's sort of like a break from monotony and just being reserved and calm as the Japanese culture is. But that's, again, as I say, it's only slightly more than other countries. There still are a lot of the more mainstream titles, or mainstream in its home country, Japan, are very upbeat. People also make assumptions. I always find people watch one Japanese film and go, oh, all Japanese films are like that. But I think that is completely untrue. If you look at Seven Samurai, and then you look at Antiporno and Close Knit, these are three Japanese films. They're all completely different. They're all very, very different films. Seven Samurai is obviously a samurai epic. Low Life Love, something like that. People will put all these films in the same genre because they go, oh, it's a Japanese film, put them together. But that, to me, makes as much sense as saying, oh, King Kong and Blade Runner are the same film, Isle of Dogs, they're all the same because they're all American. No. If you said that, you'd get laughed out of town. But because Japan is another culture, people are more othering of it. So they group all these films together. So the answer to the question, why are Japanese films so extreme? They're not. It's that distributors like to pick up the extreme films.
今日が誕生日だってことは黙っておこう。みんなどこ行ったの?
Antiporno releases today, and I would strongly recommend it to fans of extreme cinema.